Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I welcome you to the 2025 Bobby Monsoon Awards! A night dedicated to questionable booking, historic botches, and unforgettable creative decisions. Sit back, spark you up some of that Maui Wowie, and enjoy the show! Now, the first award we got is the Men's Jobber of the Year, and we're gonna see who wins that award. Can I get a drum roll, producer? All right, for the 2025 Men's Jobber of the Year, we got... this is about as predictable as Austin Theory being the masked man. We got LA Knight! Now, unfortunately, LA Knight is not here to accept this award because Paul Levesque buried him, then sent him up to the upper room. But there's the bright side. We could call UPS and FedEx and see if they could ship his award up to heaven. We won't be seeing him no time soon. The year LA Knight had is like being in a bad dream to the point they should just change his name to LA Knight to LA Nightmare. He started off with the U.S. title, but he lost it to Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania. But that's not even the worst part. The worst part is he only had the title for literally 42 days. 42! Man, I think they should take LA Knight off the Slim Jim commercial and put him on the Minute Maid commercial. He can't last for nothing. Then we got Money in the Bank. We all thought this was LA Knight's year, just like we thought the year before. Then the year before that. Then the year before that, then the year before that. What is it, WrestleMania 42, right? We'll be on the road to WrestleMania 402 before LA Knight gets a shot to even being close of winning Money in the Bank. Every time there was a #1 contender opportunity, LA Knight got in a position of somebody that's trying to quit smoking. He got close, but no cigar. Then he got into John Cena's final tournament, right? He actually won back-to-back matches. That was a complete anomaly until he got to Gunther. Got his ass whipped by Gunther. We all knew Gunther was gonna win the tournament. LA Knight left holding the bags. And if that wasn't enough, the next week he got written off TV, got his ass beat, got tsunami through a car, sent to the upper room, sent to the crossroads. Boom, 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 boom. Producer, play LA Knight's theme song. See you at the crossroads, crossroads, crossroads. See you at the crossroads, crossroads, crossroads. And it's gonna miss everybody, and it's gonna miss everybody. And it's gonna miss everybody, and it's gonna miss everybody, and it's gonna miss everybody. And it's gonna miss everybody. Living in a hateful earth. Paul Levesque put him in a dirt. Living in a hateful earth. Paul Levesque put him in a dirt. Living in a hateful earth. Paul Levesque put him in a dirt. Living in a hateful earth. Paul Levesque put him in a dirt. This ad is brought to you by the Pirates in the chat. Go to BobbyMonsoon.com. Get your Ruthless Depression ad t-shirt. If you're sick of the BS in professional wrestling. If you're sick of the soulless billionaires taking advantage of the fans, show them you had enough. Go to BobbyMonsoon.com. Get the Ruthless Depression ad t-shirt. Then, now, and never again. Next up, we got the Women's Jobber of the Year, and that goes to... Belly! Miss, I'm crazy, then I'm not. I'm crazy, then I'm not. I'm crazy, then I'm not. Paul Levesque is doing Belly dirty, man. It's so inconsistent with the booking. But one thing is consistent, her getting buried. Remember they used to say BBL Belly? I think the BBL stood for burying Belly lately. Y'all remember WrestleMania 41, man? She was actually supposed to be in that card on a tag team match, man. Paul Levesque rips her off the card, replaces her with a returning Becky Lynch, burying Belly again. Now she completely misses WrestleMania. She's in the dumbest storyline next to Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. I'm crazy. No, I'm not. I'm crazy. No, I'm not. She just lost to Sol Ruka at Saturday Night's Lame Event. Sol Ruka's a bona fide star, but Bayley, you're a veteran. You're first ballot Hall of Famer if you ask me. You couldn't beat Sol Ruka on the biggest card of the year. Jobber of the year for the women's goes to Bayley. It's not even close. All right, now the burial of the year goes to John Cena. John Cena, the burial of the year. What Paul Levesque did to John Cena, this will be studied in laboratories, in colleges, in universities. My God, ever since the heel turn, ever since the heel run from John Cena, the turning back babyface, John Cena actually sold a Pop Rocks. The Roxanne Perez, got kicked in the nuts by Liv Morgan, got chokeslammed by Raquel Rodriguez. He's been a victim of domestic violence. 8-minute match with Brock Lesnar. Tapped out with a smile on his face to Gunther to send him off. No speech at the end of his retirement tour. No type of nothing. No respect for John Cena at his retirement tour. A lot of people might agree with me, disagree with me, I don't care. John Cena has got a humiliation ritual that lasted all of 2025. There was little to no highlights in John Cena's last year. If you ask me, this is the burial of the year, the burial of the decade, the burial of the century, the burial of a lifetime. Now the botch of the year goes to Thea Hale and Blake Monroe. Yeah, this happened a few days ago. The botch of a lifetime. Now, it was a very close race. Y'all remember the botch on Crackdown with Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax? That botch was ugly. We also had my man AJ Styles. I love him to death, but Saturday Night's lame event. You botched the phenomenal forearm, man. We had a lot of botches this year, to say the least, man. What made Thea Hale and Blake Monroe take the Botch of the Year award because the title actually changed because of the botch. They actually played the wrong music because of the botch. They played Blake Monroe music, then they switched it to Thea Hale music, man. This botch was ugly, it was disgusting, and man, it happens in wrestling, but we gotta talk about it, man. You win the Botch of the Year 2025. And just to go on a tiny bit tangent, if you ask me, Blake Monroe should not even be in NXT. If Jade Cargill could go from AEW to WWE main roster, you bet your ass Blake Monroe should have went from AEW to WWE main roster. Now she's gonna be stuck with a stupid ass botch on her resume that she didn't even have nothing to do with. I don't even think it was her fault, bro. Now, last but not least, the 2025 Bobby Monsoon Award for the worst Booker of the Year goes to, drum roll please. Wow. It goes to where should I start? I don't know. 2025 Royal Rumble, Jey Uso, Charlotte Flair winning. Where should I start? I don't know. The worst heel turn of all time. Because it followed up with nothing. Where should I start? The worst WrestleMania of all time with Travis Scott. I don't know. Where should I start? Booking John Cena like an absolute jobber. I don't know. Where should I start? Burying Drew McIntyre? This dude should be ashamed of himself. This dude should not be head of creative 2025. Maybe head of cremation. Burying LA Knight. Burying Drew McIntyre, burying Bayley. All these awards, all these botches, all of this, all of that, I blame Triple H. He doesn't care anything about, this is the highest gross event. 100 ads in the ring, 100 sponsorships, 1,000 commercials. This is the dawn of the new era. This gonna be epic, that gonna be epic. him and his partner, ChatGPT, Triple GPT, booking WWE into the ground. Thank God for AEW, so we don't gotta deal with the circus act they like to call WWE. And speaking of AEW, Dynamite started off with, it doesn't matter what Dynamite started off with, MJF's back! MJF is back! Oh my God, dog. This is what I'm talking about when you're throwing curveballs. Tony Khan, this is what I'm talking about. When you want to book a surprise, not booking a surprise like the Masked Man, who is he? Justin Timberlake, not that. I'm talking about booking a surprise like, it's a triple threat match. Hangman Adam Page, Swerve Strickland, Samoa Joe. Out of nowhere, MJF comes out with the contract. He doesn't say a word, but he signs the contract. Fatal 4-way. At World's End, he'll be walking out AEW champion. But before he left, he cut a fire promo, smoked Swerve Strickland, smoked Samoa Joe, smoked Hangman Adam Page. MJF is the best professional wrestler walking on two legs right now. I don't care what promotion you're talking about, AEW, TNA, WWE. I say this all the time. If you watch me, you know MJF my favorite wrestler right now. This dude has the full package. He has it all. We need to see MJF on Dynamite on a consistent basis in 2026. He wins that AEW title. I want to see him week in, week out. Put the movies down, MJF. We know you're a star. We seen Happy Gilmore. We know what you're doing. But we need you over here in AEW. We need you to put your foot on the neck of that stupid ass company called WWE, that circus. Man, MJF coming back is fire. World's End, we got a fatal 4-way match that is going to be a banger, a classic. I'm betting money on it. A classic. I think MJF gonna come out on top on this one, man. Dynamite was packed, man. We had some solid shows, man. You got Roderick Strong and Jon Moxley, man. Put on a fire match. Jon Moxley came out on top, man. Beat Roderick Strong, but it seems like he injured his leg. I think Roderick Strong tried to do a corkscrew or something like that. Jon Moxley seemed to injure his leg. I hope it's not legitimate. Some people were saying he was working. We don't know. For me, it looks real. We need Jon Moxley healthy because we got to see the storyline when the Death Riders put the knife in his back. We'll see how that progresses. Oh my God, I almost forgot the Don Callis family. Oh my God, I don't want to talk to anybody, man. We lost the $1 million match. Kyle Fletcher lost. The Pac, man. Pac not man, but Kyle Fletcher lost. Okada, Takeshita, they keep going back and forth. We lost to the Elite. We lost the $1 million. We going broke over here at the Don Callis family. But I know my man Don Callis will figure it out. My heart's broke. Hey, Tony Khan, I gotta holler at you, bro. I gotta get in your DM, man. What you got beef with the family? Why are you booking this crap? How do we take 3 losses, man? Like, my God. But Don Callis got the bag. We ain't worried about that little $1 million, man. Now the Babes of Wrath just won the AEW Women's Tag Team titles, and they're already eating the pin to Mercedes Moné and Athena. Now at World's End, they got to defend those titles against them, and honestly, it's just not looking good for them. It really feels like Mercedes Moné and Athena are walking out of World's End the new women's AEW Tag Team Champions. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the booking here, man. I think the women's tag team titles are supposed to look strong. The first champions are supposed to have a solid run, so having the Babes of Wrath go through an entire tournament, win the titles, and then immediately eat the pin and then lose at World's End is kind of crazy. That's why I wanted Marina Shafir and Megan Bayne to win the titles at first. They actually would have had a crazy run. Now on the other side, you got Bandito and Ricochet, who won the Dynamite Battle Royal, and they'll face each other next week to see who wins the Dynamite Diamond Ring. I think Ricochet needs to win this. He already has the national title. He's on a great run right now in AEW. Bandito versus Ricochet will be possibly one of the best matches of the year. Ricochet should go over. He should win the Dynamite Diamond Ring. 2026, he should continue to be booked very strong. But we'll see what happens next week on Dynamite. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about that. What do you think about MJF coming back? World's End. We're going to eat good next week. World's End, December 27th. I can't wait, man. Also, let me know what you think about the 2025 Bobby Botch Awards. The women's jobber of the year. The men's jobber of the year. The worst book of the year. How would you book the awards, man? This been a long year, man. Sports Illustrated did their awards. Some people agree, some people didn't. Let me know also what y'all think of the Sports Illustrated awards, man. It's been a long year, bro. Friday night, we got Crackdown! And it's going to be a tape show. I know there's some spoilers out there, so whatever, man. I'm going to try to stay away from the spoilers because I know we got to watch the show. We still got to discuss it this week. So I haven't heard no spoilers that happened yet. And I'm not surprised because nothing's going to happen within the next 2 weeks. Crackdown's already trash. It's going to be even more trash that is taped. And now we got to deal with 3 hours. January 2nd. Looking like it's already going to screw 2026 up for a lot of people. But let me know in the comments what you think about that. It's Bobby Monsoon 215. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye!